72 Daystar, kind of driving into town, slowly birding on the side roads in the rice fields. But this is something I see far too much of in Korea. People just randomly, this isn't the first one, this is probably the biggest one on this stream, so about a kilometer of stream. I've seen this a couple of times. This one is the biggest one. People do not manage their plastic wastes in this country very well, not very responsibly, especially outside of the cities, and that's causing a serious problem. If you look online, you'll find lots of reports from government agencies, from non-profit organizations about the environment that report about the seriousness of plastic waste in the environment. Plastic waste, when they break down and go out to sea, they can cause damage to wildlife, and it's getting so serious that it could really cause a serious disruption of the ecosystems, marine ecosystems. And more than that, although plastic itself is inert, it does act like a sponge, so it will soak up toxins from the environment, and those toxins get picked up by fish and birds. It gets into the food chain, and it serves as a sponge and a way of soaking up toxins and concentrating them in animals, such that now older living fishes are a health concern now, because they are soaking up so many toxins. So how would you do something about this? How could we convince not just the Korean people, but people around the world to be more responsible with their plastic waste? Well, I would like to put out the idea. I do not see, although they are in common use, bottled beverages like popular soju in South Korea, and beer. You do not see as many glass bottles left out there. A few, but not nearly as much as you see of the plastic containers. So why not increase the price a little bit so that you will have an incentive to return the plastic bottle? You take them back to some kind of depot, recycling depot, and for every plastic bottle you have, you get maybe a nickel. I mean, right now, soju bottles are returned for 4 cents. That's all it takes to incentivize this, and it would really help to reduce the waste. Otherwise, some of the plastic material you could also per pound or something, per kilogram of certain types of plastics, you could get a certain amount of money for. So just increase the initial cost, but it balances out, and it would really save our environment a lot of this, and save us. The cost will be paid eventually. So, that's an idea I had. I think it would work in Korea. The other idea, to find people. If you find people who are dumping, but this is so common, it just wouldn't be practical. Another thing in Korean culture, they don't like that conflict, so they'd prefer to do it in an indirect way. And I think, put in a positive reinforcement in the form of, refund when you return your plastic bottles, or you return plastic to a recycling depot, and maybe put some pressure on the industry by taxing plastics that they buy for the materials, to encourage them to either, one, develop other plastics that do biodegrade when they're left out in the environment, or two, figure out other ways to use environmentally friendly plastics. Anyways, that's my thoughts. That's what I'm doing out here, birding my way along the Gyeongchun in South Korea. Anyways, that's all for today. 72 Daystar out.